Okay, I've written a rough job specification. If you were to replace Elon Musk, and this might be a document that a recruiter would use if he were looking to fill this position. Actually, for a first pass at this would probably be condensed down into a single page and done as a pitch to a prospective candidate, and then it would be expanded upon. But this is just a rough idea of what this job spec would look like and what is entailed in replacing Elon Musk and these people that want to take away his compensation program and have him replaced as the CEO. I mean, it's ridiculous. This is something that, well, just look at this job specification, make up your own mind on this. The job specification is CEO and a member of the board of directors for Tesla. We don't have Tesla mentioned here. If you were recruiting, you might not mention this company name, especially if Elon Musk was still in position, right? So, CEO and member of the board of directors. Location is Austin, Texas. Extensive travel required, both North America, European Union, Asia, and worldwide as necessary. Okay? The company is a publicly traded NASDAQ 100 firm. It's been on the NASDAQ 100 since 2013. Based in the $580 billion market cap, $97 billion annual revenue. At the end of 23, it had, 3 million shares? I'm not sure. Outstanding. 140,000 employees. Worldwide. Operations are located in North America, China, EU, and worldwide. So, you're going to have to find someone that matches these requirements, okay, that is running a similar, let's just not talk about what they're doing exactly, just talk about the size, the revenue, the NASDAQ. So, you're going to have someone that's capable of running a NASDAQ 100 company with these sales and this revenue. It's a worldwide operation. Okay, right there, that knocks out about 90% of the global population, 95, 100, 98%. Operating sectors. Now, this is going to be some other experience. Now, you're going to say, well, we'll bring in a guy that used to run Pepsi. That's not going to work. You saw what happened with Jobs. Electric vehicles, manufacturing, EV charging, autonomous driving, ride hailing, utilities, power generation, storage, solar energy. So these are the operating sectors. We could throw in robotics here, a whole bunch of other stuff. But let's just keep it down to these. If you say this individual has got to have experience with electric vehicles operating at this level, okay. You just, right there, you've limited the potential candidates down to a very small number. And who has done that profitably? Okay, who has manufactured electric vehicles properly? Perhaps someone in China, if you go by their bookkeeping. Would you have to go to China to replace Elon Musk to get all this? That's a possibility. Anyway, so this is what we got. Somebody that does a NASDAQ 100 experience and successfully done, let's just say, electric vehicles. Those two. We might just be looking at China. We might be looking at a BYD executive, for example. Okay? Perhaps one of the top VPs there, something like that. This position reports to the board of directors. Okay, this is a publicly traded company. The direct reports, the leaders of all the operating units and other staff as required, because, Elon Musk has meetings with, project engineers and project leads, and it really has at least in my mind, a matrix organization where, they operate across companies and across lines. For example, the stainless steel developed at SpaceX was used in the Cybertruck. You have people that are operating, engineers that are working at SpaceX, working with people at Tesla. And Elon Musk is doing the program engineering here, the project management and so forth, or the direction of this. So really what you have is not only the leaders of all these operating units, but this matrix organization of technical people. I mean, this is a big role, okay? And as I said, if you're going to bring someone in from outside, you're going to have to reorganize this and drop a bunch of org charts and get it down to two, limit the number of directors. It's going to be a nightmare. But I think that matrix organization is very important. And I think these companies are intertwined. And Elon Musk has been there from day one on all of them. And he's the only one that really knows the intricacies there from a top-down view. There are operating people that might, but from that top-down view, it's only Musk. So those are the report. That's who it reports to. The duties: designing, manufacturing, installing, selling, and leasing stationary energy storage products, selling solar energy systems, incentives, designing, developing, manufacturing, selling, and leasing electric vehicles, autonomous vehicles, ride-sharing system development and deployment, autonomous robot development, AI hardware development duties, and as continued, selling automotive regulatory credits, bringing in talent or technology from sister companies, and this is the matrix I was talking about, Boeing Company and others. Again, this is really part of a pitch, but you can see we've got the energy and energy systems, okay? The manufacturing, electric vehicles, autonomous driving, ride sharing, robot, AI development. I mean, who are you going to get to fill this role, to perform these duties? Selling automotive regulatory credits, again, managing this matrix organization. This is a role that is, it's hard to fill, okay? And people could say, well, Musk was distracted at Twitter and this was all running on autopilot, and that's true, but you have to have a leader at the top that's setting the tone and direction for the company and inspiring the work and so forth. And you can't dismiss that. It is important. It's like, how are you going to make a movie without a director? You can't, okay? Responsibilities: to operate this technical conglomerate with both short-term profitability, intermediate-term competitiveness, and long-term viability and focus. So, really, this I think is Musk's strength. He's doing the cuts for the short term here. The intermediate term, he is constantly developing new products and new revenue sources, such as full driving. And the long-term viability, he is taking the lion's share of these operating sectors to ensure this long-term viability and moving into these new sectors where there is room to expand a company. When much of the economy is fully developed, there is not room for new competitors. You have to go to these new cutting edge areas to grow a company. But anyway, develop new technology, product lines, and revenue streams, including those outside of BEV manufacturing. Let me repeat that. To continually develop new technologies, product lines, and revenue streams, including those outside of BEV manufacturing. And again, a conservative engineer, a trained engineer, is not going to have this entrepreneurial bent. It's just not going to happen. Here's the requirements, okay? And again, how are you going to fill these? I really think if they ever had to replace, and I think Musk did bring an operations guy over from China. I think he's been sent back to China now. I'm not sure because, China does need attention there. But here's the requirements of this position. Expert knowledge of BEV design and manufacturing and associated technology. Who has that? Who has done that successfully? Nobody but Elon Musk. Expert knowledge of autonomous driving systems and development. He's going to deploy. Guess what? Who else has done that successfully? No one. Not in the way they're going to do it, and it's going to be deployed. I am very confident that this is going to happen. Expert knowledge of electric battery design and manufacturing. Again, you can go into real specialized people that are working for cattle and other companies that specifically develop batteries. But again, they do not have the top-down view that Elon Musk has regarding this topic. And, the whole battery supply line and everything else. Anyway, who's going to have that? Cattle, maybe a cattle executive, right? Expert knowledge of power generation and storage technology and design. Where are you going to go? You're going to go to A, B, and B? Or, I don't know. This is so outside of all these other areas. How you're going to get a CEO that has this combination of skills, I don't know. Ability to manage technical staff and personally engage in technical design and implementation. So, again, Elon Musk is really at a granular level on a lot of this stuff. And you can look at the Sandy Monroe interview where he sat in a meeting with Elon Musk and then followed up with an interview afterwards. This is, it's a pretty granular level. And I don't think we're going to find someone that's, there aren't a lot of executives that do that, period. Okay? Once they get in the executive suite, they, this is not common. Experience, expert knowledge of manufacturing, facility design, and construction. Well, you're going to go with that. What? Floor Daniel? Some other engineering construction firm? Expert knowledge of vehicle program management from concept to production. Who are you going to get? GM? You're going to get someone from Rivian? I don't think so. Again, BYD. I don't know. Expert knowledge of power storage, generation, program management from and again, I think Floor Daniel has a power division. AB&B has one. There are engineering firms that specialize in nothing but this. The guys over at EOS, the public company, EOS, they have a competitor to the battery pack that Tesla's selling to utilities. But is one of those executives going to have these other skills? No. Ability to direct and manage a global manufacturing and sales operation. I think what we really have to look at here is global, and we have to look at China, and we have to look at who can operate in China. And Elon Musk really does have a special relationship that I do not think any other executive on the planet has with the Chinese. And as I said, him getting full self-driving okayed, and it looks like it is, all the deal is done, I think. That is Nixon going to China. This is crazy. I don't think anyone else could have accomplished that. Ability to be a spokesman for the corporation live and on social media. Okay? So, again, with the media, I mean, Elon Musk has turned Tesla into it's a special events company. It's his communication skills. Compare it to General Motors, or compare it to Rivian, or compare it to any of these other companies. The social media, the YouTube, the X, the Instagram, everything. I mean, the traditional media, Tesla gets beaten on, but the media that counts, I think, is the social media now, and I think, Elon Musk just shines on this, and someone like Mary Barra, the head of GM, she goes over on social media like a lead balloon. Elon Musk, he's tweeting every day, and you can knock us tweeting, and I've gone through this. I cannot find any evidence that any of his political or social positions have had any influence whatsoever on the sales of electric vehicles. Okay, and there is no hard evidence to prove this. And people say that there is hard evidence. Demand proof, because there is none. Ability to manage stakeholder and stockholder expectations. Once again, Elon Musk, his vision of the future and the future direction of the company. There are not a lot of leaders that have this and that can communicate it as he does. Ability to take risks and enter new markets and technology successfully. And this is the thing, successfully, and take risks. To have this technical engineering background and then to take these risks and then successfully. So this is a combination of his technical and entrepreneurial background, his finger on the pulse of social media and popular media and popular demands and cutting edge technology. All these things are combinations that are extremely difficult to find. Extremely difficult to find, especially when you're talking about people working in manufacturing and managing manufacturing and doing these types of engineering tasks. Past experience of an entrepreneur, successful startups, and a proven ability to inspire investor confidence and raise capital. I think that Elon Musk has proved again and again and again, not only can he raise venture capital, he can raise capital, he can go to investors and convince them, all the guys on the All In podcast and all these other guys, Ross Gerber, and the rest of them. His ability to raise, who else has that Q factor that, they'll take, these venture capital guys will take your calls. Who can do that? Elon Musk is calling. Hell yeah, I'll take his call. Who? This is someone that, you could say Jeff Bezos is calling. Oh yeah, I'll take his call. But Musk is right up there. I think this might be one of his strongest and most desirable skills. And he gets investors to invest, and he can raise money. And again, we have to have someone who's got the proven ability to run a NASDAQ 100 or similar public company. This is a complex. You've got the SEC, you've got the reporting, you've got everything that's involved, and you got 100 companies here. Okay. That's the NASDAQ 100. There's 100 targets. How many are going to this is up in the stratosphere as far as experience goes. Successfully running a public company at this level, There are very few individuals that have this proven ability to pull this off and to raise capital and communicate and enter new markets, take risks and do it successfully. This right here, guys, come on. Summary: an individual that has the technical, management, and public relations skills to both do day-to-day operation of the company and take actions to move into new operating sectors to seek more revenue streams and continually grow the company. That's it. Technical, management, and public relations skills. Boy, that's any one of these individually is no problem, even the technical and management, but you throw in that public relations and those communication skills and his ability to relate, come across as relatable on media. Compare him to Mary Barra, okay? Or even Jeff Bezos. I mean, this combination here is like, it's very hard to get this. The day-to-day operation, okay? So you got to successfully, meet the bottom line. And this, again, when you add this to technical management, move the company to new operating sectors. We're going to make robots. What? We're going to do self-driving. What? These are risks that a normal, someone with formal engineering training or that has been a management, an executive, at a manufacturing concern or a NASDAQ 100 company, this risk profile is not something you're going to find at that level of experience. Elon Musk is one of the few people who have this risk profile along with that experience. I mean, it's if you were recruiting for this, where are you going to find this guy? I mean, it's going to be a tough placement. Continually grow the company. Continually grow the company. Continually grow the company. Swimming forward like a shark, never stopping. Anyway, that's my take. And I think people are overlooking just how difficult it would be to replace Elon Musk. And what a unique executive he is, and he shouldn't be threatened, and we shouldn't allow these minority interests and outside interests to influence, these single share stockholders filing lawsuits, throwing a monkey wrench in the work. These other Ross Gerber and the rest of them that are shorting the stock on the back and not telling anybody about it. These people are, we can't be diverted. I think anyone that supports the company, you can't be diverted. You have to go forward with this. I mean, look at this. This guy was in AI, 10 years ago. And everybody's talking about AI now. All the full self-driving companies, none of them are going to make any money. The only one that's going to make money is Tesla. Who's in it? Musk, SpaceX. The only one that can successfully launch humans into space besides the Russians. Come on. Anyway, this is MXUX. I hope you liked the video. I don't think people realize what a strong candidate Elon Musk is and the depth of his experience. So I've written up this mock-up of his resume. I hope you like it. All right. I used ChatGTP to write this resume for Elon Musk. I don't think most people have stopped to think about what Elon Musk's resume would look like. I used to be a recruiter, and I placed a few executives in. I have seen a few executive resumes, and I wanted to try to impress on people what Elon Musk's background is. I would add, ChatGTP is horrible. I cannot believe the prices the AI stocks are getting. I thought having AI write this resume would be the easiest thing in the world. All this information is everywhere. How hard could it be? Oh my God. I forgive me for any errors in this. I wanted to get this video out. We're all the victims of a monstrous hoax with the AI. There were so many errors in this resume. It was unbelievable. I've done countless interviews with people where I have reconstructed their resumes, very much like ChatGPT would look at information on the web and reconstruct. And this is just horrible. Can't even come close to what a human could do. But we're going to use it for demonstration purposes here. Okay, so this is a, facsimile of Elon Musk's resume. Okay, not exact, just to give you an idea. So we've got him at Elon Musk, SpaceX, blah, blah, blah. Objective, visionary entrepreneur seeking to revolutionize multiple industries through innovation and forward-thinking solutions. Pretty much boilerplate. Let's just start with Elon's most recent experience is. So we've got CEO and lead designer at SpaceX, founded in 2002. You can read this, number of rockets, recovering rockets, taking off and landing. SpaceX is now basically launching all of the satellites and things for the military. Starlink is part of SpaceX. There's also a military Starlink that not many people pay attention to, that is the hardened version of the Starlink network program. What can I say? Boeing cannot get a capsule launched with humans in it. SpaceX is flying people to the space station in their capsule like it's nothing. We've all seen the. Have you seen the video of the rocket ship being caught by the chopsticks on the tower? Oh my goodness! So Elon Musk founded this company with his money. He's the lead designer. He's the CEO. What more is there to say? This is going to go. They're thinking of going public. A massive public offering. All right, that's just one of the things Elon Musk is doing. You can read these. Reduce the cost of space travel, increasing accessibility to space, so forth. So, I mean, we're talking about a $200 billion market cap if they go public with SpaceX. Okay? That's one thing Elon Musk is doing. Now we come up to what we're all familiar with. CEO and product architect, Tesla Inc. Founded Tesla in 2003, so SpaceX was actually founded a year before. And, Elon came in and took over Tesla, and he is standing on the shoulders of the original entrepreneurs that really worked out a lot of the thermal management problems and the battery pack design problems and other things. But of course, Elon Musk, like Picasso repainting, who was it, Degas or whatever. I mean, he's made Tesla his own. But we have to give props to, he is standing on the shoulders of the original founders. So this is the only company really in the world, and I am going to discount every Chinese automaker because, you cannot trust any figures that come out of China as far as economics. You just cannot. And right now, Tesla is the only company that can produce electric vehicles at a profit. Okay? even with the growing pains they're experiencing right now. So we have the Cybertruck, the Semi is now getting ready to go into full production. The Model 3, Model X, Model Y, Cybertruck, so on. The Cyber Taxi is coming. Full self-driving is going to be launched soon. Revolutionize the automotive industry by popularizing electric vehicles and advancing autonomous driving technology, solar energy, the battery packs, the solar roof shingles. There's a lot of things that come under the Tesla umbrella. The market cap is $585 billion. It's funny. I was watching a representative from J.D. Power on the Autoline Network, and she was talking about the battery electric vehicle market and, was kind of avoiding Tesla and also kind of mentioning the most negative facts about Tesla. And then just during the end of the interview, she said, well, Tesla does have 50% of the BEV market. Anyway, right now, and the charging network, right now, Tesla is the only company on the planet, in my opinion, that can successfully manufacture, deploy, market, sell battery electric vehicles. And again, I discount all of the Chinese makers. And, I often wonder, they're worried about Chinese cars coming. The Chinese cars are not built to American crash test standards. So I don't know if they're a threat at the moment. But, people that want Elon, well, anyway, we all know about Tesla, okay? That's not all Elon Musk is doing. He's the CEO and chief engineer at Neuralink. And they have and this is developed in 2016, developed a brain and computer interface technology to enhance human capabilities. So they have just done a successful implantation in a human. You can see this on the internet. This guy that has this implant is over the moon with the success of this effort. So there's 3 successes: SpaceX, Tesla, and Neuralink. Okay. Now, if we keep going here, let's see here. All right. Neuralink directed research and development efforts to create implantable neural interfaces enabling direct communication between the brain and computers. Okay. Now we have the co-founder and CEO of the Boring Company, 2016, alleviate traffic congestion, developed innovative tunneling technology to reduce costs and increase efficiency in urban transportation infrastructure. Some people have dismissed the Boring Company. There have been successful deployments in Las Vegas, for example, and they have a tunnel in place at their facility here in California, by the Los Angeles International Airport. I would say, with the robo-taxi, okay, and autonomous driving, don't be surprised if the Boring Company plays a more significant role in certain areas, building tunnels through the most clogged arteries in cities and so forth. I think that's the end game for the Boring Company. But again, successfully deployed by Elon, perhaps a bit neglected at the moment, I think may play a role in the robotaxi network. co-founder and former chairman. Now, everyone is on the AI bandwagon. Elon Musk essentially is the grandfather of AI. He founded OpenAI to keep AI open, as you know. The founders there now have closed the system, and Elon is in opposition to them. So what Elon Musk has done is started a private company, XAI, and they released Grok 1. I think we're on, is it Grok 4 now? Co-founded OpenAI in 2015. Okay, so that was, almost 10 years ago when Elon Musk was the trailblazer for OpenAI. Contributed to the advancement of AI research and the development of ethical guidelines for AI deployment, which was his goal with keeping AI an open system. There's a lot of people that have a lot of opinions about AI and the danger it can be. I wish I'd have done this resume with Grok. I did not. I can tell you that the present ChatGTP, and I am going to say the Google systems as well, are producing images of two-legged elephants. The Microsoft systems are very little use. AI is a lot of hype. And I just want to say, several years ago, I did extensive research into AI. I bought stock in 2 AI companies. One was a media company that was going to use AI to maximize the deployment of advertising and some other things. Of course, Facebook does this, and maybe the masters at it, but this was an independent company serving, private companies and so forth. Also, a company that was in the biotech field that was going to use AI to produce new drugs based on existing research. Well, I can tell you both of these companies have had no breakthroughs. Both of them, I'm not going to mention who they are, maybe in another video. Both of them have had to offer new stock. Their burn rate was fantastic. Now, this is before the new technology by NVIDIA. Maybe their luck will be better now, but everyone thinking that AI is going to be a bed of roses, I think there's going to be a rude awakening. I think Elon Musk has the right idea, showing video to AI and allowing it to learn visually like that. I think that is, how can I put it, more definitive than using a random language model based on Reddit posts. Anyway, now those are, and again, we've got XAI is the new company. So there we've got several things. I think any one of these companies would be impressive. Elon Musk is on a roll. He's on the bleeding edge of technology. He's in the prime of his productive executive life, his productive executive career. To change, to take him away from these projects, as Ross Gerber and other people are recommending, is foolhardy. This is a Kentucky Derby. This is a thoroughbred. Let him run. It's ridiculous, and as I said, I've read many resumes. I've dealt with technical and some. I don't want to overstate this, but I've done engineering related and technically related executive search, and these accomplishments are massive. Okay, now this is Musk's education. He's got a Bachelor of Science in Physics from the University of Pennsylvania. He's got a Bachelor of Science in Economics from Wharton at the University of Pennsylvania. Okay? He's not an engineer. He was accepted into the material PhD program, material science at Stanford, and I think materials science could be an engineering major, depending on how it's done. But he left the PhD program 2 days after acceptance at Stanford and moved to X.com V1, not Twitter. And we don't even have Twitter on here, do we? AI. He's also the CEO of Twitter. So he founded X.com, the V1, which X.com V1 is what is now PayPal. Okay. So, and that, along with Thiel and the rest of them, that was where he gained his fortune, which he has put his money where his mouth is and invested in these companies, especially the startup of Tesla and SpaceX. But not only do we have all these accomplishments, we've got the creation of PayPal, okay? And originally called X.com. He wanted to make it the first online finance and banking app. Things didn't work out, blah, blah, blah. But yet another success. So Elon Musk is not an engineer, okay? But he's got a technical background and he has got practical experience in, let's say, engineering program management. These are just some skills: visionary leadership, creativity, strategic planning and execution, true. Engineering and technical expertise, true. And this is down to a pretty granular level. Certainly entrepreneurship and business development. And we've got public speaking and communication here. Elon Musk is a master of social media and, using social media to promote his companies and to promote his image. And I don't think that there's a day that goes by that Elon Musk or Tesla isn't in the news. And to have a CEO who is articulate enough, hip enough, has a professional but casual appearance, and who has a speaking style that can really connect, for example, with retail investors. This is something you just don't find, okay? Elon Musk is the whole package, okay? Or awards and honors, 100 most influential people, Forbes billionaire list, Edison Achievement Award, blah, 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 okay? And I have down here other accomplishments: the founder of X.com, which became PayPal, present market cap $67 billion. And it says in 1999. Okay, so that was 25 years ago. Founded payments company called X.com, which merged with Thiel's Confinity in 2000 and became PayPal. So Elon Musk has 25 years of successful entrepreneurial activity on the bleeding edge of technology, and has the social media and presentation and communication skills and chops to make all that work. Musk completed his acquisition of Twitter in October 22. Musk acted as CEO of Twitter until 23, when he was successfully blah, 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 replaced by Linda Yaccanero. Twitter was branded to X in July 22. Market cap of $12.5 billion. I do believe that, and I have done videos on this, that Musk's plans ultimately with X are to turn it into a WhatsApp and tied into the robotaxi network and the Tesla app and the charging grid app, and I think, and also the social media of X. And I think that all of this is going to come together under his leadership. Of course, he basically invented the internet. Might as well face it, or it was one of the founding fathers of the internet. Come on, 1999. The other thing about Twitter is, YouTube is Google's one of their, I do believe it's their most profitable and largest revenue stream they have. And I do believe Musk is going to take that move with X as well. But anyway, that's just a look at Elon Musk. This is the Musk Manifesto, a vision for the future. I was not aware of this. Here's a project summary, which is something that we used to do, but they're too numerous to list. Successful neural implant, launch of Cybertruck, SpaceX Starship rocket launches, Dragon capsule human launches, Starlink satellite system, Tesla power system deployments, one of the growth areas of Tesla's in the moment, projects presently under development, full self-driving, Optimus robot development, which again is using the visual learning format for training AI, which I think is key. I think it is the way to train AI in its present iteration. Model 2 version 1 and Model 2 prototypes, cybertaxi app and operations in China. We haven't even gone into that. I mean, they are going to launch cyber taxi in China, and China has a number of autonomous cars operating. So does we. This is all going to happen, and whereas everyone else is geofenced, mapping required, all the GM programs, everything that drives on the highway. The thing about the cyber taxi, and I don't want to go too far into this, but the point is it's going to be able to be deployed anywhere. At least that is the goal. And all the vehicles built to date basically are equipped to run it. I mean, this is going to be a groundbreaking development. And as I say, with the cyber taxi, forget about picking up fares in downtown Manhattan. How about, we got to pick Johnny up from soccer practice. Send the Tesla, right? So you get the app out, you tell it where to go. Johnny got his cell phone. He goes, he enters the car, he gets in, he enters the destination home, and it brings him home. How about that? Okay? Picking up the kids from school, whatever you want to do. This is going to revolutionize how we use cars. Anyway, that is Elon Musk's resume, and Ross Gerber. See, let me just summarize this as saying, engineering. Elon Musk sees himself as an engineer, and he is a shade tree engineer. Let's call him that. He has a technical background. He does not have a formal degree in engineering. I have worked recruiting engineering executives and so forth. Here is the thing about engineers and why Elon Musk is better than having a PhD in engineering running the company. Engineering is an extremely demanding curriculum. If you get into a PhD chemie, forget about it. These guys have a demanding curriculum to get their education. The point I'm making is they don't have the social skills generally, certainly not to do social media and so forth. They don't develop the personality skills. They are generally extremely conservative and risk adverse. And And you're just not, when you have a formally trained engineer, it introduces a rigid mindset. And when you have an old school company, like an engineering firm that's been around for 100 years, or General Motors and so forth, you want these trained engineers in executive positions because their risk profile matches the risk profile of that company. Okay? They are going to do well there, and it's going to be a social, cultural fit. Elon Musk does not match that, and that is why he's in all these cutting-edge technologies. And that's really what makes him so valuable, is because, he has, let's say, a self-trained engineering background, can handle the social duties, has the appearance and the likability, has the risk profile to take entrepreneurial risks and to risk capital on new projects. I mean, this is a combination really that's extremely hard to find. I mean, who was the last person? Well, John DeLorean, right? Not a good example, but this is an example of an engineer who tried to become an entrepreneur and launched the DeLorean Motor Company and so forth. But I'm just saying, if you think about it, anyway, Elon Musk is in the prime. He's in the prime earning years. He's in the prime getting it done years. He's in the prime of his career, and he is in a position to make things happen. And I think he should be enabled by all the stockholders. And read this resume. Where are you going to find a candidate that has this background? If you're going to do an executive search for this guy, say, well, this is who we want. And I've done a job spec. I'm going to go over that in a minute. But where are you going to find this guy? Guy that has a SpaceX, is launching rockets and designing battery electric vehicles and successfully manufacturing battery electric vehicles at a profit, and you can go on and on. I do believe, as I said, if you got someone to replace Elon Musk, it would take 2 years to reorganize just Tesla into operating units and reporting structures and putting, it just wouldn't work. So I think Elon Musk, as I said, he's at his prime. He's a thoroughbred. This is the Kentucky Derby. Let him run.